On December 16th, 2018, after 3 long years waiting since the release of Mortal Kombat X, at the Game Awards, Ed Boon would come on stage. But then...
It's great to be back here at the Game Awards. It's my honor tonight to present the award for Best Sports or Racing Game.
And in that moment, many fans' hopes were diminished into nothing. A void, and for a quick few seconds, many were heartbroken at the thought of waiting even longer for a new title. But then, Scorpion's kunai would smash through the screen, and then the words, NetherRealm Studios presents, followed by a bolt of lightning that formed the iconic dragon logo of Mortal Kombat. Hello my fellow oddities, and welcome to Beyond the Krypt, the retrospective series where we look through the archives of Mortal Kombat history. Today we will be continuing the NRS teasers and trailers retrospective, starting off where we left off with Mortal Kombat 11. The trailer would see Raiden, now in his dark form, battle Scorpion, both of them in graphically stunning redesigns, with 21 Savage's Immortal song in the background.
Big fight, boy, you dumb for that, stupid. You gonna get a bullet in your lung for that, stupid. The
two showed the brutal new engine Mortal Kombat 11 was using, blood splatters, and the new fatal blows making the game look better than ever. In a moment that us fans don't see very often, considering he's Ed Boon's favorite character and the poster boy of Mortal Kombat, Raiden would actually kill Scorpion, but of course, in a turn, another Scorpion would appear, now in his classic design, and perform one of the in-game fatalities on Raiden, "You're next," which, like Who's Next before it in Mortal Kombat X, would become the overarching tagline for the game. This appearance from another Scorpion was hinting toward the game's time travel narrative, further teased by the first look at the Titan and Keeper of Time, Kronika. And also, something that was not in the trailer showcase at the Game Awards, but was in the one uploaded to YouTube, was Shao Kahn's inclusion as a pre-order bonus. Many speculated, based on his redesign with the monstrous arms, that Shao Kahn was perhaps transforming into something Onaga-like, but this ended up just being a simple redesign. On January 17th of the next year, 2019, Mortal Kombat 11 would have its very own reveal event to showcase the first look at gameplay and a few new characters. Several trailers were unveiled during this event, including one introducing Sub-Zero, the returning Baraka, Scarlet making her non-DLC debut, and more. Additionally, a fatality trailer showcasing various characters' finishers was presented, alongside a trailer highlighting new character Garrus, whom NRS seemed particularly proud of. We also got a story prologue showing the opening scene of the game, where Raiden decapitates the antagonist of the previous game, Shinnok, and Kronika vows to correct the timeline. Lastly, at the event in person and starring in her very own trailer would be former UFC fighter Ronda Rousey, who would be portraying Sonya in the game as a voice actor. To results.
Stay away from her, you son of a bitch!
This event was a massive success and a true coming together moment for the Mortal Kombat community, where no one was mad or complaining, besides Snake, but that's a given, and it just felt like we could all get behind being excited for a Mortal Kombat game, something that feels increasingly harder to do nowadays. Following this, Combat Cast began once again, starting with Cabal, who also received his own trailer. Jade also had her own Combat Casted trailer, initiating the reveal pattern for subsequent characters like Johnny Cage, Cassie Cage, Kotal Khan, who was killed in his own trailer, and more. Before moving on, let's talk about a very overlooked series called The Science of Mortal Kombat, hosted by Kyle, known for formerly hosting the Because Science YouTube show. This series explored Mortal Kombat moves, weapons, and fatalities, testing them on dummy heads to determine if Mortal Kombat was accurate to real science. Spoiler alert, it's not. This was a really cool series, and I wish more people talked about it. I also wish we got more episodes. I don't know. Maybe someday someone can continue the series. A story trailer would then be released depicting more aspects of the game's narrative, particularly focusing on Kronika's methods and motivations. Aaron Black and Jackie Briggs' return was also confirmed, but we already knew that because the whole roster had already been leaked. Then came what may be the greatest pairing of reveals in Mortal Kombat history. At a C2E2 panel, Noob Saibot was unveiled, and if you know me, you know I was incredibly happy with this. His fatality was also showcased, instantly becoming a fan favorite and maintaining Noob Saibot's reputation for having the best finishers, which may or may not be something I made up. And after this, the Crypt for Mortal Kombat 11 was showcased, an expansive open world where players explore, discover treasures, and solve puzzles throughout Shang Tsung's ruined island. Even more excitingly, Shang Tsung himself made an appearance, portrayed by the same actor from the 1995 original Mortal Kombat movie, Cary Hiroyuki Tagawa.
Your brother's soul is mine. You will be next.
It was also revealed that he would be the first DLC character as a part of Combat Pack 1, and while this choice disappointed some, it was more than overshadowed by the excitement shared by many fans in this moment. The next significant trailer was the old school versus new school trailer, offering further insights into the story and character interactions within the time travel narrative. This trailer emphasized the encounters between older and younger versions of the same characters. Jax was revealed as a playable character in this one, depicting the older, more grizzled version of him encountering his younger, more brash and confident self.
How about we keep this between me, myself, and I?
Following this, several more character trailers would be showcased, introducing new characters such as Collector and Cetrion, as well as the return of Kitana and Shao Kahn. On April 18th, 2019, a launch trailer was released, which evoked emotional reactions from many, as the game's anticipation culminated with a trailer that had a remix of the original Mortal Kombat theme in the background. This trailer stirred strong reactions among viewers and would bring the hype for the game to new levels. We would then receive a trailer for Frost on the 22nd, and then finally, on April 23rd, 2019, on the same day Avengers Endgame released, Mortal Kombat 11 would launch. Shortly after, a trailer for Shang Tsung came out, which also revealed 3 of the other DLC characters a part of Combat Pack 1, Nightwolf, Sindel, and the long-awaited Spawn. One of these characters would receive their own character trailer in Nightwolf before, on August 21st, the full Combat Pack 1 would be revealed, with the final 2 DLC characters being the Terminator and the Joker. Now, it's a widely known fact at this point that Ash from The Evil Dead was supposed to be the final character in this combat pack instead of the Joker. But, for a lot of reasons that really warrant their own video, that wasn't able to happen. However, because of this, Joker's inclusion in this trailer, being a last-minute replacement, appeared rushed and lacked the graphical polish of the other characters, leading to several observations from fans.
I'm the Joker, baby!
Each of these DLC characters would receive their own character trailers, with Sindel's standing out notably as her character was reimagined as a villainous, power-hungry traitor of Edenia, a stark departure from the good-hearted, yet flawed victim she was in the original timeline. This decision sparked perhaps the most significant character-related controversy in Mortal Kombat history, and prompted a quick backtrack in the next game. Out of the blue, on May 5th, 2020, a teaser for Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath was released, hinting at an unprecedented story expansion for a NetherRealm game. The following day, the official Aftermath trailer dropped, introducing new characters Fujin, Shiva, and unexpectedly RoboCop, along with new stages and skins as a part of the massive story expansion. Aftermath continues the story from the end of the main game with Liu Kang as the new Keeper of Time, but because Kronika's crown gets destroyed, he can't use the Hourglass, so he sends back various characters to earlier in the timeline in order to retrieve it so he can successfully restart the timeline. Additionally, Aftermath would reintroduce friendships into Mortal Kombat, garnering their own trailer showcasing some of the best ones. Numerous clips and even a launch trailer would be released, really making this feel like its own sort of standalone game. And then, on May 26th, 2020, Mortal Kombat Aftermath would be released, just 2 days after my birthday. Aftermath would be a great success, but it also prompted the question, what's next for Mortal Kombat 11? Well, following minimal communication, a lot of confusion, and a lot of waiting, on October 8th, 2020, the Combat Pack 2 trailer would be released, featuring Melina, Rain, and Rambo as new DLC characters. Melina's inclusion sparked some controversy, with many feeling that her design was lackluster compared to a lot of the other characters in the game, and this was speculated to be because of the immense pressure NRS must have been feeling by her fanbase at the time, who were exhibiting a lot of toxic behavior that it seemed NRS just rewarded with her inclusion in the game, and that upset people because it seemed like NRS just crumbled under the pressure and included her last minute just to appease the fan base. But I don't think this is the main reason for why she seems somewhat rushed in this game. I think it's mainly because of the COVID-19 pandemic, which would have been at its peak during the time of Combat Pack 2's development. So if I had to pick a reason, it would probably be that, but you know, it could be either, it could be even both. Combat Pack 2 was released on November 17th, 2020, followed by a Mortal Kombat 1995 movie skin pack just a week later. While Mortal Kombat 11 was initially very popular upon release, over time, the game proved to be a divisive title within the fanbase. Nonetheless, the game's build-up was undeniably exciting, regardless of its final impact. Moving on to the most recently released Mortal Kombat title, which, despite being the newest, could be the most forgettable in many aspects. On May 1st, 2023, a 30th anniversary video for Mortal Kombat was released, featuring many thank yous from NRS team members, and ending off with a tease of sand grains falling in an hourglass, reminiscent of the hourglass controlled by Liu Kang at the end of Aftermath. On May 10th, a video titled "It Is Almost Time" appeared on the Mortal Kombat YouTube channel, featuring a clock gradually ticking down to the number 12, before suddenly shifting to the number 1. A week after that, a video titled "Tomorrow is a New Dawn" would be posted, featuring that same clock. It was announced that the following day would bring us the reveal. On May 18th, the highly anticipated reveal trailer was unveiled, showcasing stunning graphics and introducing many characters reimagined for a fresh, new timeline. Liu Kang assuming the role of Earthrealm's protector, Raiden adopting the guise of a humble Shaolin monk, and Scorpion and Sub-Zero being depicted as not enemies, but brothers. At least for now. During Summer Game Fest on June 8th, the gameplay debut trailer was shown, offering a glimpse at the new cameo fighters and introducing new additions not featured in the initial announced trailer, such as Kenshi and Johnny Cage as playable characters. Combat Cast came back once again, kicking off with a Lin Kuei trailer revealing Smoke and Rain as playable characters and Cyrax and Sector as cameo fighters. The excitement around this trailer was all recorded on my first ever YouTube livestream, which, although chaotic, had a lot of fun memories of just watching this all unfold. Shortly after, at San Diego Comic-Con, the Gotti trailer debuted, introducing Tanya, Li Mei, and Baraka as playable characters, as well as the surprising inclusion of Darius, a lesser-known 3D era character, as a cameo addition. The full roster for the first Combat Pack was unveiled at the same event, featuring Homelander, Omni-Man, and Peacemaker as guest characters, with Ermac, Takeda, and Quan Chi joining as the Mortal Kombat editions. The reaction to this Combat Pack was underwhelming, to say the least. None of the characters were that exciting, and the inclusion of 3 guest characters, although expected, was still pretty disappointing, especially since 2 of them were of the same evil Superman archetype. The somewhat lackluster reception continued at DreamCon, where Garrus received his own trailer, and while not the worst of the newer characters or anything, the decision to spotlight him and solely him at this event was slightly strange. The subsequent reveal, however, would more than make up for any disappointments previously, as we were initially just expecting a Reptile trailer at EVO, but instead we got the Banished trailer, not only featuring Reptile, but also Havoc, Ashra, and Serena. This reveal, after a long, exhausting wait during a live stream, was more than worth it. At Gamescom 2023, the excitement continued with the introduction of Unretcon Sindel, as well as General Shao, and also the new cameo additions in Motaro and Shujinko. There was also a TV spot featuring Dave Bautista for some reason. I'm not really sure what that has to do with Mortal Kombat, but it basically paid homage to the original Mortal Kombat ad from the 90s.
Mortal Kombat! Mortal Kombat!
The star-studded star-studded lineup of celebrities didn't end there though, as Megan Fox was revealed as the voice of Natara, while Jean-Claude Van Damme received his own trailer promoting his inclusion as a skin for Johnny Cage, paying homage to his character from Bloodsport, which inspired Cage in the first place. Mortal Kombat 1's launch trailer would release on September 12th, showcasing Reiko, Natara, and Van Damme's Cage, along with snippets of the Invasions game mode. And while the trailer hinted at Shang Tsung as the main villain, the true main antagonist of the game still remains somewhat shrouded in mystery up until the release of the game on September 19th, 2023. Despite initially overwhelmingly positive reviews, Mortal Kombat 1 would fail to maintain its momentum, ultimately fading away amidst the stiff competition in the fighting game landscape. Even with the subsequent DLC releases of Omni-Man, Quan Chi, and Peacemaker, the game just failed to keep fan interest and is ultimately considered dead by many. Nevertheless, the anticipation, build-up, and excitement surrounding a Mortal Kombat game's release is uncontested in my opinion, evoking many nostalgic memories for fans worldwide. Share your favorite or most nostalgic Mortal Kombat trailer in the comments. Also, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Check out the links to my merch store, my Twitter, and my Instagram in the description below. And while you're down there, give this video a like to show your support. And with that being said, that's it for this video, my fellow oddities. I'll see you next time.